And we're live.
And we're live. Here we are. Overtakers. Look at this. We've got all the different people here. We've got we're bringing a bit of action.
Yep.
Bringing Christmas spirit, Christmas beers with a few of the other YouTubers here. We've got Matty Jungaloy, Junga Bunga. Hey, g'day, mate. Less crashier than Nick up there. People might also know him as the Hoff. And Crazy Man Guy, Crazy Man Guy, also known as Corn-Fed Boost, with the Manger in the background. I have been known to hate on the Mang for a few times, Dane. Don't take any offence.
No, that's right. I used to hate on them myself back in the day.
It's only when they're on the burnout pad, actually, that I hate on them because
it's about 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes to get the tyres off of them, and it's. Yeah. I know whoever's in it is having a shit ton of fun, right? But
they're having the time of their life. But
for spectators, and I know if I got in there and did it, I'd be like having a ball. But for spectators, it's just not quite the same. No offense to everyone out there with their V6 Commodores.
I love them, mate. I've had VN Commodores and VNs, VPs with a bit of nitrous my whole life. Hey, I love it.
When you're in them, they're great. But you've got one out at the track, Matty. You got one that lives out there, resident bloody anyone can run just about.
Yeah. No, hey, they're a good starting point, and especially you put a bit of nitrous on them and you can basically run high 12s, low 13s on the quarter mile, like on a budget. It's good way to get into the sport.
I've never seen no high 12, mate.
No, not on that one. My Corona Wagon's done it before, but she used to have a nitrous 3.8 in her.
That's right. We did see you at 13s for 1300. That's right, in the in the Mangmobile.
13.6 off the trailer.
13.4, I think.
13.4.
Rolled these other fellas for a couple passes. Then we tried we went to E85 for the fuel side of the nitrous, and that got us for a couple runs, but
didn't quite work.
No, that was a great event, That was awesome.
You want to do that one again, I reckon.
We should. I think we got our you get that YouTube email at the end of the year. This is your year in review. We got that the other day, and it said our most popular video was 13s for 1300.
Yeah. We uploaded that.
That was last year.
Yeah,
it's cracked it through again for 2 years running. There's our most popular video.
Bloody hell.
So there you go.
That's good.
Does look like a blast.
Tyler, do you want to shout out to a few people in the chat? Can you?
Yep.
Tell us
Nick
who's
Baxter, I can see in the chat. He's supposed to be in here.
He's supposed to be on the show.
He's
I don't
supposed
know.
to be representing and friends of Jake and friends.
Is that Baxter?
Yeah. He's in the comments. What's he doing over in the comments?
Bloody homo.
Matty Crick, Yahtzee, James Bayliss, Corn-Fed Boost in the chat, of course. He's here as well. Reaper Lux, Matty Crick, John Lee, Adam Geary. Got to keep scrolling up. Dingus Malingus.
That's awesome.
You like that one?
Automotive Carnage, DJ, how you going?
DJ from Automotive Carnage. Have you guys seen Automotive Carnage channel?
Can't say that I have.
Oh, you got to check it out. So he's over in WA, in remote Western Australia, and he goes and pulls cars out of wherever he can find them and gets them going. We don't have that here. Like there's no drive down the road and find a few cars to pull out and get them going. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty amazing channel. Some different stuff on there.
Looks like you've got a Valiant Ute.
Yes, that's the one.
Yahtzee said 13s for 1300 inspired me for the Barra build and Hoff's vids on the NA Turbo. There you go.
I've been paying for that video ever since.
We got the Goldie going, mate. The mangoes. I got the Northerns tonight. A few Christmas drinks.
Brendan Wheatley, g'day. How you going? Should be a good live stream. Yep, definitely. Oh, here we go.
We got another. Someone else coming in. Hang on. We got another one joining us. Tyler's working it out.
Can we see comments on this one or not?
I heard you, Matty.
I think you got to.
No. Back turn.
What's going on?
Have they got to open a second screen to get comments, don't they?
Yes, yeah. If you've got a second monitor or another phone or something, that's the way to bring up the comments. You might be able to.
How fast does
scroll
that
out of the
Lexus
screen.
go, mate? It's blowing your hair off.
You're not wrong,
Hey,
mate. She goes quick to the 330.
Damn, son.
we've got more crashier than Scott. That's good.
I
let's-
can lend you some, mate.
Some hair. Yeah, I'd love that actually.
I'm still
I'll
trying
make
to
you up a
catch you,
mullet
Matty.
for Christmas. Make him up a mullet for Christmas.
Well, you did get the what was it? The most bogan award at Road Trip.
Yeah, you weren't there, Matty. I got the most bogan award at Road Trip, mate. So I've stolen that from you. And
Good on you, mate. You deserve it.
and I got kicked out at bloody Sandstone Point Hotel for having a mullet.
Yeah, that's a wild show. Imagine what I would have said, I tell you.
Mate, I wasn't the only one, as you would know. It's a bit of a popular hairstyle these days, mate. But yeah, there was a few of us who got kicked out. No mullets after 10:30, I was told up there.
Yeah, right.
We'd been in there for a Christmas party. The guys from High Octane put on a Christmas party. Had chucked like $5,000 over the bar, and then they kicked us all out. And we had to go scan our licenses and pay $10 to come back in. It's
They
like,
just don't know how to party, mate.
it's
They were
like-
scared.
It was just.
Scared of
It
the
was just
mullet.
to prove you weren't. It was just to prove you weren't Matty Lloyd.
Oh, so what's Christmas plans? Let's go around the room here. What do we got? Christmas plans. You got some time with the family, Scott?
Yeah, pretty much. This week, Christmas, then I'm tuning next week.
Back into it again, mate.
Not intentionally. Yeah.
Dane, I think you're having a quiet one.
Yeah, trying to, but most of it will probably be in the shed as well.
Bit of time to work on the car, mate.
Yeah.
Yep. Matty,
Well, I got it.
Matty, family stuff out at Warwick.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, just quiet, just family lunch out here Christmas Day, and then just all the festive things, I suppose. Drink plenty of piss. Boxing Day races at the Turf Club here at Warwick, so that'll be a good one.
Oh yeah.
So the old horse races. So yeah, just that, mate, and kick about, do a bit, probably do a little bit out the track, and I should pull my finger out of my ass and do some on my wagon, I suppose.
Needs to happen. And then Nick, friend.
Oh,
No, Jake, just
family
friend.
stuff, man.
Just family, stuff.
and a little bit of break over the Gooch week, but yeah, nothing too exciting. We might actually work on the new channel car while we're doing that.
Oh, you got a new Festiva.
It's a little bit better than a Festiva. It's not much better. It's cheaper. We got a new little channel car sitting out the front, and we're to decide whether we're gonna jam shit tons of nitrous in it again, or we're gonna actually do a turbo build.
Okay.
You still sell on the Lexus?
Do something on the Lexus. I might try uncrash my panel.
Okay.
I'm waiting on the motor, so the motor's at Jack Brothers still. So hopefully I get that back in January.
You got a bit of a flash
Hopefully.
3RZ shirt going on there too, mate, or what?
Oh yeah, mate. Talk it up. Oh, hang on. Trying to get in like. There you go. All flash, and I made sure Dave got the photos of before it was crashed.
Yes. I
So,
should
the
have.
photos wouldn't have been as good.
I could have done something there and just.
Oh no, and yeah, it was. If Jake had any part of it, it would have been a bit of a smash on the side of the car. I'm sure of it. It's all good.
We got a few comments there, Ty. You just got to butt in and tell us the comments.
Yeah, Crazy VN's dad. G'day, how you going? Just says g'day. Roy says g'day as well. They're all just saying hello.
Lots of hellos.
Brennan Wheatley says ain't nothing wrong with a mullet.
There's, James says
Hell yeah.
lemon squash. I see many.
Ain't nothing wrong with a mullet, but there's something wrong with Matty Lloyd.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah. James says lemon squash. I see Maddie.
Oh, is that
Did
what?
I
it's
did I
the
hear
lemon
before
specialty
that
bag,
another
yeah,
13s
yes.
for 1300 challenge coming up, or
Well, here's the call. Look, sounds like we've got a call for 13s for 1300 for next year
I
already.
mean, we're going to be down. We're down for sure.
Right.
We're
Where
always
can you
down
buy
to do dumb
really
shit.
right?
Is there any more challenges in the room?
Yeah,
Still
we got to
buying
do that.
really right.
I mean, Maddie came out with a one-hit wonder. Our Falcon ended up in Hoffman's yard at some point, and then pulled apart.
You did.
I reckon it's time. It's time for another one. Why not? Mix it up. Do like front-wheel drive only or something.
What can you buy cheap enough though?
Oh,
That's the hardest,
COVID
the hardest thing at the moment, eh? Like, you can't get anything.
Nothing's cheap.
Just
Might
COVID
have
tax
to
is
do
killing everyone.
might have to do 13s for fucking 10 grand just to do the Commodore.
I was going to go for a
yeah,
look
right.
tomorrow. I did spot a VS Commodore up the road for $1,500. So I'll see if it's still there. It's probably not buying.
That's
Not
still
bad
got-
buying at the
It's still
moment.
got one too many ones on it.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah. It is for 13 for 1300. It's no good. I'd have to talk them down because
It's
I
got a
got
one in.
you've
got a
not
one in
got
front
no
of the
budget
actual
left,
price.
right? But maybe I can use that to sell it to Alan Woody because they need
Mate, just
they
get the
need some
VS
panels.
for no prep, mate. You'll still flog Baxter and Setcast at no prep. So, yeah, the VS would do that.
There you go.
It sounded like a challenge. You get that track done, mate. We'll be out there.
So speaking of which, where are we at with Warwick, Matty? How are we looking?
Mate, we're slowly getting closer now that the weather gave us an opportunity, I suppose, to dry out and get a
now.
bit of work done. So,
Yep.
I got to bring an update actually on Facebook tomorrow, but we've got barriers back in place. So it's looking like the 8th mile part of the track is looking like a racetrack again.
Yep.
We've got our gully crossing down the bottom end, which is our that goes into our braking area before it goes up the hill. We've been battling to keep it dry so we can do the pipes and set it up correctly. So last week we got a concrete pad in there and we got a heap of concrete pipes in there for drainage under the track, and they're in place and concreted in as of today. So basically in the new year it'll be get the sub base ready and start laying some asphalt.
Okay. And how does it like? Obviously, you got a bit of a grant for the track, and it sounds like a lot, but obviously it doesn't go very far. But how do you go with all that time with no events as well, right? Like, how does that affect? Like, is there a cost to the track by not having those events throughout the year?
Yeah, it does a little bit. It's been, I suppose it's been hard, but I suppose there's not that many overheads out there. But yeah, no, we're surviving. But we sort of got to get out there soon. And we were actually only that the weather and COVID, we were gonna do for Drag Fest. We were gonna do a like a Phantom race. We were gonna do Drag Fest, everyone, and do like a show and shine and drink some beers and have a band and that. But it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Hopefully now in the new year, once we get going and hopefully we can get into it and start bringing some events and everyone just wants to go racing.
Dragfest is a pretty killer event. That's a pretty popular one that everyone loves to get out to because it's a big party, right?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's our annual. I've had it since 2003. The first Dragfest started. We have them annually. We get up to 240 entrants. It's great. Yeah, it's a party. We have a live band and a free feed and free alcohol for the free beer for the racers and crew. And it's a 2-day race. It's a good event.
And then the next biggest, would that be Six Banger Nats?
Yeah, mate. Between the Six Bangers is a pretty big deal. So it's getting a bit windy here. So's
It's
the
getting a bit blowy. We can see the mullet.
VW.
We can see the mullet floating around in the wind there, mate.
We have a pretty
I'm
big
jealous.
we have that VW weekend, and it's a big weekend, with the V Dubs.
Right.
It's a big one too. So it's early October. It's always a week or two before Dragfest. So 2 weeks before Dragfest. Yeah.
Okay. It was actually a pretty quick V-dub out at Coralbin last weekend. Did you see that one, Scotty?
Yeah, they offered me a drive of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't want to break it.
That was actual like air-cooled bloody V-dub engine, right?
I think it said they run 1190.
It looked quick. It did look quick.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yahtzee says, do the good old challenge
cool.
of which car can handle a 500 shot for the longest.
I mean, we got a car at the front.
Yeah, I can do that challenge. I'll do that challenge.
I got a bag of nitrous jets and nozzles there.
Done.
oh, what do you reckon handles the 500 shot the longest?
We need some big old solenoids and just hold it flat.
What car would you pick to take that 500 shot that'd last the distance?
Are we
Definitely a
talking,
Buick.
with a budget? Are we talking with a budget, or are we just talking in general?
Well, I guess it's got to be a budget car, but it may blow out
In
the
a budget.
1300. But it's got to be a budget
Definitely the 3.8 Mang, the Buick motor for sure.
car. She'll take the 500, you reckon?
I won't take the 500, but
Dane's throwing a few.
It'll be good work.
Dane, you've blown a few of those up in your time, mate.
I've been through my fair share. Never tried a 500 shot though. It should be fun.
Scott, what
there'd be no manifold left.
what would you pick, Scott?
I don't know for a 500 shot. We put 150 in a 4AG once and I didn't like it.
I'll tell you what, a Fiesta doesn't like it either.
That was a 150 shot. That's not that big a shot, is it, in that bloody thing, was it? How much did you
What's
throw
that?
in the Fiesta, Nick?
No, so I think the restriction was the solenoid itself. So we ended up putting a 64 fuel nitrous jet in it. So whatever that would equate to, but it only had a small solenoid on it. So I think we're out of solenoid.
Yep.
Oh,
Or we did
you'll
that
only get
night.
150 out of a small solenoid.
Yeah, so whatever that would have been, it was whatever that had in it.
Toyota
Surely a
Tamer
jet
says
bag, wouldn't
an AU Falcon will take it.
Yeah, I reckon an AU. AU or BA.
It's probably the best bet.
BA's
Pretty
probably
sure
got it
we did
too
that.
much. Did you do that?
Oh, no, it was an EF.
Did it take it?
It was just straight out the mother bottle on a dashboard line. No, I didn't like it.
Yeah, you definitely got to roll a dash 6 straight through.
Yeah.
Have you still
Yeah,
got Barry,
the
Scott?
Fiesta had a dash 4 in it.
Barry is still sitting next door. I gave it away and it won't leave. Still exactly. You could probably clean the injectors and then probably go and run 11s again.
Mate, you're trying to get rid of all your cheap builds, mate. Kevo's gone. Barry's
I've got
gone.
Kevo. Yeah.
I'm a
It
little
is
bit
taken.
sad there wasn't a weird mix where Barry's engine ended up in Kevin, to be honest.
Well, me 2 years ago would have done it. I'm just not motivated enough at the moment.
Just couldn't be bothered.
I was more interested in putting the V6 into the Barra and into the Falcon.
It'll generate comments.
You would do.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Just do it just for the comments. What else we got happening in the chat, Tyler? Any questions
Kid
going on
Pigs
in
here.
there?
We got a fiver. Dono here. This is question for the Hoff, but to all thinking on buying a Toyota Mark X. Do you think a 2GR for power? You think they can handle some boost in E85?
You're talking a 3.5 litre 2GRFE.
I'm guessing so. They just put 2GR in the chat. It's
I did-
Astro Boy 308.
Depends on those. 3 weeks ago, they make about 290 aspirated manual.
Right.
I think they have a floating an open deck design. I'm not sure how much boost they can handle, but apparently 600 or 700 from what I'm told.
That's pretty good. A stock motor.
Not too bad. Yeah.
No.
In fact, they're bringing me one in the new year that's turbocharged, so we'll find out what it can do. If it's a 2GRFE.
See if
Yep.
they
Which
drop
I think
something else
they
in the
Mark
chat here.
X is, you did have that in rear wheel drive, didn't it?
I'm pretty sure Mark X is rear-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same as a. Is that the same motor as an Orion?
Yeah, well, the two I saw were in MR2s, like AW20
Yeah.
MR2s.
I would not have a clue what you're talking about, eh? That is not a BN. That is not a BN Commodore.
It's got EFI. You wouldn't.
Yeah. That's no HG.
Kiwi's in the chat and says the white KE20 will soon be gone.
Can't afford it.
It sounds like a lie.
You just got to put the price up every time he makes an offer. It's a little bit more expensive than that. Yeah, 2GR FE rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad thing. You just need an expensive computer to run it because it's quad variable cam timing, drive by wire, yada yada.
Hang on, you're losing Matty here.
I was about to say, wake me up in about 15 when you're talking about carburetors and 308s.
Are you saying there's more than one camshaft in one engine? No.
Which drive?
I'm still chasing that flat spot from me carburetor.
Kiwi says can't afford it yet.
Actually, Scott's going to let me drive it before you buy it off him, so.
Now, Dane, what's going on with your car, Dane? We can see it in the background. What's going on with it?
Oh, my car. My car's waiting for converter to get sorted.
And then putting it back together and giving it another go.
Yeah, putting it back together and trying to go from 30 pounds a boost to 40 pounds a boost. See what happens.
Why stop at 40?
How many people we got watching? We got a couple of people.
Might as well just weld the weight.
54 at the moment.
You got firing now, haven't you?
Half of one, yeah.
Yeah. Should be right.
Just,
That's the plan.
like and share too, please. Those in the chat, like and share, and then we might give away some prizes as well. We're going to give away a lock of Maddie's hair.
Yep, plenty of it.
Can I win that?
I'm real estate. I know what I got.
Nick wants
Just got to look at Baxter. Just got to look at Baxter to know what I got. We might give away a couple of shirts. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Give away some of Scott's merch, some of Dane's merch. Yeah, they won't mind. They're here. They can't. I put them on the spot. They can't say no. So. It'll seem rude now. See, so yeah, get the followers up on the stream, and we'll give away some bits and pieces, guys. So it is Christmas. It's time for presents and all that sort of stuff. Mate, who here has bought their own present so far? Is you guys? Has someone bought their own present, or anyone in the chat as well? Let us know.
I bought no presents.
I was actually in race car engineering this afternoon, considering wrapping a present and writing from Santa on it, and wondering if my missus would catch on.
She'd be like, "Oh, Santa Israel! Look, he brings race parts."
Yeah. So how did he know exactly what you needed?
You weren't game enough to though. So Nick, you didn't do it.
Nah.
Matty, did you say no presents? No.
No, mate. I bought a $4,000 tool converter a month ago, and I got cut off. So,
Dane, did you get yourself something, mate?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Under the tree?
No, in the shed.
Car parts. Car parts. You bought car
Yeah.
parts. Hoff.
I bought a K26 panel van off Chris.
of course you did.
Did you?
Of course you did.
Naturally.
Looking at dry sumps for the TJ. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just another week for you, isn't it? Parts week.
Paid too much for that panel van. When it turned up off the truck, I went, oh my God, what have I done? It's rare,
You knew
I guess.
you knew who you were buying it off. Come on, you should have figured that one out.
It's rare.
Yeah.
It was, was it second owner?
Won't go past in 6 days an hour either. Pretty sure. It's
You
deteriorated
need,
a lot.
you need Matty Lloyd down there. He knows carbies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'd still be faster than Nick Baxter.
You ain't wrong. As long as you can get past the half track mark, you'll be in front of me.
Kiwi says you're buying a boat, Hoff.
Depends what lane you're in.
That's what I said to you, Baxter. We're not putting the left side walls in at Warwick for you, mate. Just thinking of you.
I appreciate that.
Just need a gap in them, 300 metres down, isn't it? And you can just go park in the pits at that point, right?
Yeah. We'll just set up pit bay up there area and have like a little runoff zone going into the top. Yeah, right.
But in all seriousness and that, your cage done its job and it's good to be safe, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it didn't hit the cage at all. Like it was more so the rear wheels sit out of the guards slightly, so that probably saved the car, to be honest, because the cage held the structure of the chassis together, but it obviously the main impact was the wheel. So when it hit the wheel, it pushed it through the subframe and bent the subframe a good 30 mil.
And at least you're in a race seat and you're tied, you're strapped in. Like if you're in something that doesn't have you get thrown about. Like, you would definitely get thrown about.
Like I said, the scariest thing about it was not really scariest thing, but the thing you don't realize is like it happened at probably 500 feet that I hit the wall, and when you hit the wall, you can't stop. Like so, I had no imagination on how fast you're actually traveling at that point. Like when you go to stop from that point, you can't stop. Like the car had no brakes, so it was like, what do you do? You're in the car thinking, just stop, and you can't. You're doing 150 k's an hour. But it's just this weird perception where you don't realize how fast you're going until you all of a sudden need to stop, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
It's a weird feeling, mate. It's a bit like your sexuality.
Hey. Whoa.
This is where we're bringing in Jacob Setgas into this conversation.
He's hanging out with his family like a homo.
It does look like you've done too many U-turns under the sheets there, mate. But that's a shine on top of the head there. That's what that's all about, right?
They've been polishing her up last week.
Matty, have you had a big stack on the strip, mate? You've been racing since
not at this stage. Not at this stage.
At what age did you start racing?
Oh, I raced like junior races and that from when I was 7.
7.
Yeah. Mum changed me birth certificate so I could race a year earlier. And supposed to be 8.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I was racing
at 7. 8.
Yeah, so no.
We've got a couple of donos here. Yahtzee's dropped $5. And Brennan Bennett says dropped $10. He says Cherry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think I saw some Christmas present mentions there as well. I think Brendan Southey bought a set of triples for the hamster.
Yep.
I didn't see.
And Yahtzee's become a member as well, and Carnage has been a member for 9 months now.
There you go. Thanks, guys. And Dane, when was your first time down the drag strip, mate?
Oh, that was a while ago. Not too young, probably 5 or 6 years ago. Actually, borrowed a mate Sylvia, I think.
Yep.
S13, driving it down the strip. He was like, I'll go and have a drive of it. So I did. I think it ran 12 8s, 12 9s. It was a 5-speed SR little thing. It wasn't too bad.
That'll give you the bug.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely sunk it in there. That was for sure.
My first one was only just last year, so I've been sitting on the stands at Willowbank ever since I was a lot younger, but since I was a kid. But yeah, I don't know. You grow up and you think, I need a really fast car to go and have a go at that. But you can just race anything, to be honest.
No, you don't, mate. And that's what we like to do at Warrior Dragway. we like to, you know, we've always had a street class and had it at our big events because there's people out there that, you know, they can't afford to run a drag car and they can just take their street car and race and win a trophy and be racing out there with everyone else, you know?
That's the one thing I love about Die Your Own is
Yep.
like, as that part of an example was at Road Trip, I think it was last year or year before at Warwick, that night when we had the Die Your Own challenge at Road Trip. And it was, I think I was sitting in this thing and there was a whole bunch of like, you know, quick cars. And there was one bloke there in like a standard Barina. I can't remember. It was like a little
Mark Biffin's young
Barina.
fella. Yep, Mark Biffin's boy.
And we're all sitting there in the staging lanes just like, I hope we don't get that guy.
Yes, yes. Everyone was terrified of the Barina.
Every car's got trans brakes and radials and everything, and there's this guy with his standard Barina, and everyone's going, "Oh, not him, not him. There's anyone but him."
Everyone was scared of him.
That's the cool thing about Die Your Own. It doesn't matter how fast your car is or how slow your car is. It's all about the reaction time and how consistent you are.
Mind you, this year I just went out and did 2 red lights straight up and was pretty shit at it.
That was also Nick. That was you this time too, wasn't it, Nick?
With the Civic, yeah, exactly. Well, like this year, because obviously I did my stunt, had to pick something, and a mate of mine had a Civic, so we grabbed the Civic and put nitrous on it, and I raced the Die Your Own thing.
Yep.
It's the same thing because it almost works in your advantage.
Because you were running
working with a
1030s
really
consistently, right?
Yeah, to the H. Yeah. So you have like a 1031 to be exact. But so because your car's so slow, when you're a fast car, you're behind there, sitting there on your trans brake or whatever. You've got a long time to wait, and then that plays on that person's mind. And me in the car, I'm just doing my little thing. So it can work in your favour. So I came from Street Series at Willowbank, and that was just the coolest thing. Learning to race, and it learns your racecraft and learns like your staging and reaction times, and you just learn all that little things, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, they do have a lot of fun out there.
No matter how fast or slow you are, you can race a 22-second, shitbox. I've seen cars, mopeds at Street Series.
Yeah, we've seen that.
They run like-
Toller and I have been out there just
like
watching.
24-second times and stuff like that, and they're out there having a ball.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what's there.
And you got bloody Prados and mums out there having a go in the mum wagon and stuff as well at the same time, right? Like having a ball.
The slowest car I ever raced was I had a dirty old D22 Navara 2-wheel drive, and it was petrol V6 automatic, and it was the slowest slug on the planet. And I remember clear as day, you'd pre-stage it, you'd bring it in a stage with your 2 feet, and you'd drop off your brake pedal on the second amber, and you could quite literally watch the pre-stage bob go out, then the full stage bob go out as the tree's coming down. It was like a 3.2 60 foot or something. It was shocking, but it was fun. Like,
Hey, that's typical for you and bloody set cast. He's always got slow 60 foots.
You're not wrong.
What's going on, eh? Like I thought, 150 for old Jacob. Oh my God.
We're coming, mate. We're coming.
We got a couple more donos in here. Carnage Burnout Casters, Merry Xmas, everyone. Carnage getting a thrashing tomorrow. Matty Cricks says, have a great Chrissy, everyone. With $15, and Johnny Skidpig $10 as well. Merry Christmas, everyone. Going to Send It tomorrow with Send It Santa.
Mark also says, been chatting with Jake, friends there as well, about the $3,000 max shitbox for next road trip. Eh? Bit of a plan going on there, road trip guys.
Well, see, the thing with that is there's 2 options here. Is there's the next road trip is May, I think.
It's not far away.
Yeah.
So being in
edition.
May, that's the coolest time of the year. So if we're going to race our shit boxes that don't have AC and at least this kind of crap, then that's the time of the year to race these stuff. And then when it's hot, we should race the shit boxes.
Middle
then
of
we
summer.
have AC
Yep.
or nice cars. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You
Rather than
sound like
sweating
you're
in these
scared,
things.
mate. You sound like you're
I'm not
scared. I don't hear the Hoff complaining about the heat.
I'm not scared at all, mate. Not even a little bit.
Here's a junior racer ready to go, Hoff. Start in the Junior Dragster series. It gets pretty competitive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
One of the most competitive series there, I think. The juniors
You're not wrong.
gets pretty serious.
Good,
Yeah, it's enjoyable, but sometimes the parents race through their kids, you know, and I've
That's
seen
so
that a
tough to
lot.
see, hey. It's so tough to see as a spectator or as a crew guy as such. It's so tough to see a parent being mean, like being disciplining their kid for not doing a good job or for having a mistake.
Too
And it's like
full
their
on.
kids. Just chill out. Let them do their thing.
I've seen it all. I've seen some wild things, and at the end of the day, it's just fun, mate. We're all out there having fun. We're all out there racing, you know, and especially that's the future of the sport. And yeah, some people just take it way too serious, eh?
Dingus has dropped us $5 as well, and same with Lynn. He's dropped us 10. Yahtzee's got a question. Says, "What's the plan for motorsport in the New Year's? Is anyone planning on trying new things such as drifting, circuit, etc.?"
Well, drag racing's still new for me. As I said, I only had a crack last year, so I've got a lot to do. Yeah, there's a long way for me to go yet to catch up to everyone else when it comes to drag racing. So for me, it'll be actually starting to put a few more parts on the car and go a bit quicker. So it's time to start.
Get a bit of nitrous up it.
Yeah, or maybe, I don't know, the HJ could do with a supercharger, and maybe the VE could do with a turbo. So that's
I tried circuit racing. It's too hard. Not good enough.
yeah. We need to go to the States to do NASCAR. I could handle doing one corner.
As it is.
Yeah, it's a lot more work than drag racing.
I'm thinking NASCAR. We just go straight and go left sometimes.
Man, I love that dirt rally we did.
That was a fun
circuit we
day.
did at Ipswich. That was super fun. Like, I thought that was great. It was because we didn't take it serious, so it was good. We just had fun. But
Yeah.
I'm sure if people get really serious with it, they would become, you know, an actual, you know.
We were all getting
You get
excited
right
at how fast the Honda Jazz was.
That CVT Honda Jazz.
It was like, it looked super slow, and then we're just watching the clock going, hey, that's actually not that slow, but it looks slow.
Or Jake trying to get air in a CRV. That was interesting.
That was a fun event. I've still got the Integra. It's Sally drove it to work a couple of times this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is there
well,
still
we
a
could-
budget? Is there still a budget speedway class like Sigmas?
Oh, that'd be cool. The problem is budget Sigmas. You can't get them.
You can't
No.
get a Sigma these days.
You can't
But is
get
there
them.
a Sigma
Anything
like
that's
class?
anything that's old and rear wheel drive is just impossible for anything under $5,000.
Even like the Excel series is, you're paying 15, 20 grand for an Excel to get into the budget racing series.
That gets you into the last three. 15, 20
Yeah.
grand would get you into the last three spots. If you're not paying more than
Yeah.
30 grand in the XL series, you will not.
You won't
You're not
look
winning.
at placing.
No.
We should start our own series, just Commodores and the old BA, and just upper.
Budget circle track cars.
Can you get us on the
Yeah.
Morgan Park? Matty, you got some contacts?
No, but we could set it up here in my backyard, I suppose.
We might have to. What if we? I think helping Motors, we could head out to St George. He's got a bit of a track out in the backyard, hasn't he? Got a few Commodores out there.
Yeah, mate, she's a wild show. I've been out there. The old VT Commodore we were in last time, and yeah, jumping a few jumps and sending it through there.
He told me
Oh, cool.
about it.
When
He
are we
said,
going?
"Come out and we'll." He said, "Come out and race the VT in the back paddock whenever you want." He said.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's good, couple hundred acres, and yeah, just let loose. It's actually pretty fun, eh?
It would be, definitely would be.
when are we going?
Yes. Well, if you want to do the dirt event, like for a bit of fun and a bit of content, that would be the thing. If we all got out there and did a weekend away and had a bit of a camp
absolutely.
out and somewhere like that, wouldn't it? Like, and I'm sure people would love to see that. Like, we'd make for some great content.
I don't know. I don't trust camping with Baxter.
Oh, get real.
I reckon he'd rock up.
The last
He'd have
time I
no
went camping
swag. He'd
anywhere
just try and
near
get
you,
him and Goldilocks would just try and get in your swag, and yeah, it should be a show, eh?
last time I went camping anywhere near you, mate, you ended up in our tent. So don't act like you didn't want it.
Oh,
Now it all comes out.
there must have been roofies involved.
Mate, consent is consent.
There's a fiver from
No,
yeah
Warwick
as
was
well.
fun.
Made it. Evening Overtakers. He's here for the show. Aaron Reaplux dropped us a 20. Oh, friends, what's this get me? He says. We'll bring him on.
That'll get you Baxter for the night.
Oh, come on, mate.
Normally-
That'll be a six-pack as
no-
well.
Normally he pays you, but anyway.
That's a special deal for you only, matey. Don't tell anyone that, all right? What are you doing?
So back to the earlier question though. We didn't get right around the room there before. Scott, what was your earliest racing?
Oh shit. I don't know. It would have been a Corolla, I think, like a stock one.
Yep.
Probably when I was 17 or 18, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you were in there fairly early and got the bug for it. When did you have? Yeah, the Gemini and stuff as well.
Oh, I had a few cars.
You had a quite a fast Gemini, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep. I honestly can't remember when. Remember doing Jamboree back in the day when it was pretty young.
Yep.
So actually probably in my K20 with the turbo rotary and my wife's car, Datsun 1200U.
Ah,
That's probably the earliest I remember.
I quite like the Datsun 1200s actually.
I had a UC Tirana with a 308 in it. Matty would like that.
Oh, now we're talking.
They're Sunbird.
Yes.
I just
Oh,
want to know, how did Scott fit in a 1200U?
No, it's not good. But I did. Yeah.
I was going to say, last time I drove one of those things, I had work boots on and I put my foot on the brake pedal and I hit the throttle at the same time. It was just this.
Well, I left my
Was
wedding
this-
in it in my root suit and almost crashed it because I couldn't steer.
I've always wanted a 1200 Ute, but now that you say that, I actually probably wouldn't fit in one, I guess.
No, I don't fit real good.
So I have problems.
They're a small
1200.
cabin.
yeah, I reckon the Datsun 1200s, like, that was my all favourite vehicle. Like, I wanted a Datsun 1200, but, gee, you can't get them now, can you? Aren't they worth a fortune?
They are. Yeah, 10 grand for a shitty one. Yep.
Oh, I could have bought a couple good ones when I was 13. I was wanting them for me, when I got me learners, me P plates, and regretting that I didn't buy them, mate.
Geminis is another one. Mention that before. Geminis, try and pick up a decent Gemini. I've seen a couple
I
for
still don't think
for
Gemini's
7-8
worth any money.
grand. No, I've seen a couple for 7-8 grand, but they've got a heap of rust in them. Sally really would like a Gemini.
I'll tell you what, the
A diesel
pineapple guys,
Is that a
the
diesel
pineapple
one?
guys, the pineapple guys next door, they bought 3 I-loads, I think, or 2 I-loads for $1,200 each.
Yeah.
Like ex-delivery vans. That could be a thing to do.
Yeah, Hyundai
Yeah,
highlights.
now we're talking. Delivery vans in the dirt track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turbo diesel.
That could be the
Like
go.
500,000 Ks each or whatever the hell those on them, but they still run.
Highlights and highlights. That's not a bad.
Yeah, no I-loads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Cow
Alright.
Marks dropped $20. He says money's tight, times are hard, so here's your flaming Christmas card. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. We'll have to do a giveaway soon.
Who's Brendan Wheatley?
Brendan's in the chat.
Yeah, he remembers when I had a Passage Skyline. That's the only Nissan I've ever owned.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nissan
four
boy.
door pillar.
We moved out here. My neighbour's a Datsun guy. We moved out here and he had a what was it, 240 sitting in the front yard.
Yeah, I think it's either a 240 or a 260Z Datsun.
It's better than a Lexus guy.
Yeah, it is. But I did
Whoa.
I did have a chat to him and he goes, oh, and we got onto the subject of YouTube. So he goes, oh, I bought a car off Woody. So he bought an Infinity off Woody apparently. So and he's still got it sitting there. So Yeah, but he's got a few different ones. He's got an R32 yet. Tyler hasn't seen that one. He's got an R32 in his shed.
Well, I wanted to buy the Datsun until you said he owns Datsuns, and then I found
Yeah, we
out
thought
he
if we saw it
knows
sitting
what
in the
it's
front
worth.
yard when we first moved in with a trampoline sitting on top of it, and thought, oh, this could be a cheap buy. We might snag a deal here, and then realise he's a Datsun guy, and then went, yeah, okay, he knows what it's worth.
Oh, Brendan, all right. I remember Brendan now. Yep.
You've worked it out.
Yep.
We had to say he was Datsun guy, and it's
No, different. No. So who else we got here? We got Toyota Tamer says the R31 Passage, great car.
Yeah, it had 10 start and take player and all those cool things.
Matty Crick says, ever squeezed into a Mighty Boy? I've never been in a front of a Mighty Boy. I don't think I've been in the back of one either, but they make a good esky, I believe.
I'm willing to find a Mighty Boy just to see Scott put in one. I'll film it.
Opportunity. Actually, Copen's are pretty small.
That would be fun.
We might have to spice up the comments with a giveaway, eh?
Yeah, right. What do you want to give away? Shirt?
Yeah. What are we giving away? Let's we'll give away a so limited edition that it's you can't buy one. We'll give away an Overtaking Lane 80s retro themed shirt.
Yeah, sounds good.
How's that? One of these ones. See it under the beard there.
Try right by us, Brendan.
Tyler's setting up the giveaway.
Yep. So they've got to type the word mullet in the chat to enter.
Oh, look.
How do you see the chat?
You got to bring it up on. I think you got to open YouTube. You might be able to do it at the same time, but if you've got a laptop, it's the easiest way to bring up the chat as well.
You've done the sideways. You've turned the camera the other way. You've got more screen.
Hopefully that would help me out here, but
It's worked
I mean,
better
it's
for
not
your
as fancy
picture.
as you guys. This is my first deal.
So you got
No, it makes it worse, mate. I'd change it back.
if you want to win one of these shirts, you got to type mullet in the chat.
You
That's
like it,
what Nick was trying to do. He was trying to get the chat up so he could win an OTL retro 80s design T-shirt.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, they're coming through now. All the mullets.
Here's the mullets. When are we doing a Junga Bunga T-shirt, mate? What are we going to put on that?
Oh, mate, 1 year.
Jeez,
You know.
mate, you get off.
I know a pretty good bloke that does printing that only does print on demand, so you don't have to buy 100 of them. You can just
Mate,
if you only sell
Lewis
one,
and
it's
Price is
okay.
the best out here at the moment.
Don't act like you're busy, Matty.
Mate, I'm a battler.
Just build us that damn track so we can come and race.
So how come you got your shirt on anyway, Nick? I thought that was your Christmas present.
It was, but my missus gave in. She's the kind of person who will buy you a gift and be like and know it's really cool and put it away,
But
and
have
then
to give
you'll
it
come
to you
home
early.
and she'll go, do you want your present now? Like,
Can't wait.
works for me.
Hey, Trackford Trev's in the chat. Hey, Trev.
Hey, Trev. He's away for Christmas. So,
Yep.
yep.
Mullet.
What's that? I don't know what's Sally commenting at? A bloke.
No idea.
WTF?
Oh, yeah, the shirt. No, a really good bloke who does shirts.
Oh,
Prints all the shirts.
yeah. Okay, Sally really does all the shirts.
You just do the sales side of it.
Yeah, that's it. Sales and designs.
Alrighty, I'll give everyone another 20 seconds to comment mullet.
We
in the
got
chat.
Robert Hoffman in. There's a Rello. Good to see you. See what he got? Another 20 seconds, and Tyler's going to give If you haven't got it in, it's rolling it now.
Sure.
Did you roll it?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. A mullet is a backwards beard, says Matty Creek.
Yeah.
Well, how does it work when I've got the front beard? I'm a bit worried about your Christmas lights there, Matty. Is that Christmas lights or blue and red lights flashing in your?
Oh, look at him, mate.
I could just see blue and red lights flashing. I thought the cops had turned up, mate, to
Not out here, mate. There's no one to bother us out here. It's good.
We're going to put you on the bag. Check you out.
Yeah. I blow under.
Can you blow in my bag, son? While you chips hot?
Paul Simons has won the shirt.
Paul
There we go.
Simons. Paul Simons has won a so limited edition. Nobody outside of OTL has got one. So well done. You'll get one.
On you, Paulie.
And but you do need to send
us a message or an email or something.
an email, please.
Yeah, email.
Send an email through to info.
Are we all going to sign it or what?
That's going to be difficult to get you all together. But
I was going to say.
if you can send an email through to info@overtakinglane.com.au with your details, mate, and we'll get that out to you. So,
I was going to say, if we're all going to sign it, how long is it going to take him?
yes. I can send.
It's
You
gonna
can
take
send me a
6 months for
digital
it to
image
show.
of your signature, and I could just print it on.
Yeah.
That'd work. So yeah. What other cars? What's the? Let's talk about. If money was no object, what's the car that you would get? Tyler, you start us off.
Well, I have like a few. Yeah, I have a few. So
What if you had to pick one? I can't
if
even
I had to
think of
pick
one
a
at the moment.
singular one, I'd probably go a 34 GTR. Just unattainableness of them is what makes me like them. And I'd just go a Bayside blue. I don't need the midnight purple or anything. A Bayside
Are you
blue.
going to have fully hectic?
R34.
It's going to be fully hectic number plates on it.
Yep.
Fully sick there, bro. And he's going to wear a little bag over his shoulder and his Adidas T-shirt.
Holy hey!
Just don't go out to Warwick in it because Matty will come running for you.
Mate, I don't come running for anything that's newer than 1979.
Bullshit. I saw you look under the bonnet of my Lexus, and don't you deny it.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know.
If I was to pick one,
Don't know what to say there. Don't want to piss you off.
look, I'd probably be HTGK Monaro for myself, probably.
Oh,
Good.
good choice.
Yeah, that'd be me, and maybe it'd have to have a big block and a bit of go fast in her, and just.
I thought you were going to say a 3.8.
Leaving that for Dane. Dane's going to talk about Buicks as his ultimate, but
Give us your best mang. Mang.
Oh, don't. Please don't.
Scott,
Sound like a
Scott, what's your all time? What would it be?
I reckon I'll do one of those underground racing Lambos.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to say a Corolla.
I thought it was a Corolla too.
So did I.
Okay, 70, bro.
They
Windowless,
need all the
bro.
drive. One of those four-wheel drive Lambos with like 3,000 horsepower.
The bloody big twin turbos hanging out the back of it.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
paying for it.
they get along all right, them bastards.
Yeah,
Gay as AIDS, but
I saw a McLaren on the Gold Coast got put through a fence last week or the week before. A certain gold one. I don't know if anyone else spotted
We all
that.
saw that. That's be an interesting thing to explain, wouldn't it?
Dane, what would be yours, mate? No expense.
So my Spano Spanx car is an R32 GDR, the original Godzilla.
oh,
Yeah, you're gonna be racing, Tyler. Obviously, you two are gonna be like doing some street racing.
sounds like it's Fast and the Furious in here, boys.
Hey,
How much nitrous you got?
Just like Matty's sex life, eh?
go home, pizza boy.
Definitely, mate. Definitely.
Nick,
I think my
Hit
bottle
or miss. Hit or miss.
Nick, what is it for you, mate?
Oh, street car, I'd probably agree with Scott. Something twin turbo, stupid, crazy supercar thing. But I've always wanted a blown pro mod. Always, like a blown door slammer, something like that. I'd love that thing. just the throttle whack and everyone shits themselves. This is my favourite thing about it.
Okay, buy
It
Matty's.
doesn't have to be fast.
Go get that
Don't have to
Tirana
be
out of
fast.
Matty's shed.
Just something blown, hemi, big, loud. Just whack the throttle and watch everyone shit themselves and be like, "That's it," and jump in the thing and just try to hang it down the racetrack. That sounds fun to me.
Yep.
TM Magna.
All right, Matty. Matty, what about you?
Oh, mate, I'm a sucker for a LX hatchback. Always wanted one as a streeter. SS. Yeah,
A9X.
definitely. Yeah, just the old, whatever, mate. As long as it's an LX 2-door, mate, I'd be happy.
There you go. I remember.
And what's funny is that the spectrum scaled from Lamborghini to like ProMod and then like GTR and an LX Tirana.
Completely
and they're
different,
all very
right?
similar price range.
Yeah, but everyone wants something different too. All right, so it's good.
At the moment, they're all similar prices.
And it's amazing, you know. I remember growing up. One of my brothers had he bought an LX hatchback SS back in the day, and I think he spent a bit of money on it for what it was back in the day, which was probably $3,000 back then. But I don't know what he spent. But yeah, I remember him having a lot of drama with it not being a legit SS, and it was a mock up, you know, but it was sold to him as a legit SS from a dealer, and there was a bit of a battle around that back in the day. But now you'd pay a hell of a lot just for a mock up. Isn't that
don't matter what you got, eh?
like, yeah. So, but what do we got in the comments?
We've got a few people. Adam Geary says SLR 5000.
Oh,
Crazy VN says VC Valiant 273, but with a blown Hemi. Dingus Malingus says a TM Magna. Brennan Wheatley says a 96 Toyota Camry.
TM Magna.
And that was Dingus Malingus.
That was Dingus.
That was the TM Magna, and then Brennan Wheatley's the 96 Toyota Camry.
it goes with the name, eh?
Oh, good on you.
Good on you, Dingus.
Roy says a Jag with a Barra.
XJS Mark II, Roy. Well, was you've seen that movie with the Jags, mate, haven't you? Was that Midnight Spares?
No, I haven't.
Sorry.
Right, fellas, long enough to roll. I'm on 1% battery here.
Oh, we're losing. We're losing him. We'll see you, mate. See ya.
Damn shame.
Nick's upset.
Oh, back turd. I know where you live, apparently.
Well, I know where your racetrack is. Does that help?
Thanks for coming on with us, Matty. Thanks for giving us an update on Warwick. We really look forward to getting out and catching up with you.
Merry Christmas all, and stay safe, eh?
Thanks, mate. You have a great one. Enjoy your time with family.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
Money no object car would be the TM Magna. I love it.
Which one's the TM? Is that the real flat shaped square one? Is that?
Yeah, I think it's a doorstop.
I don't know my Magnas that well.
Well, neither do I. That's what I'm saying.
I did own one actually. I did own a
They all
Magna.
sort of just blended together, didn't they?
I had a V6 5-speed Magna.
TM the 2.6 Astron motor, like that deal, or is that?
I'm not sure. I can't even remember what mine was. I had the 3-litre V6 5-speed. And you're going to check it out? He's Googling.
I'm Googling it.
Pistol 85 says a Bugatti Atlantic Type 57.
Yep, it's the door. It's the wedge shape. Yep, it's the first gen.
First gen.
Astro Boy says
First
a
gen.
HK Monaro GDS 327.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah. Big money. Everything's just crazy
Sigma.
money. Eh? But it's funny because like it's this thing. Like, have you guys ever driven a GTHO Phase 3, like an XY?
No.
Yeah, I've driven. Oh, probably one. Probably not a GTHO, but an XY.
But like they're not that good. Like
No, they drive like
don't get me wrong. For what they are, they're a beautiful car. But like you go for a drive and it's like there's fuck all brakes. There's like they don't turn well. They don't. It's just Yeah, in terms of a car that you would love to have, and a car that you're going to spend $1 million on.
Yeah. That's a million plus car now, right? That's probably 1.5
Like,
now. There you
They
go.
drove like a small bus.
Sally remembers ours
Yeah.
was a TE Magna. Sally remembers better.
TE.
Sally remembers cars better than me.
Remembers Magna's better than
My
you.
wife puts me to shame quite often.
I heard she did it on the drag strip at Road Trip, didn't she? Or
nearly, probably next time. It was very close. Actually, to the fact that her first ever day racing, never done a burnout, never been down a drag strip, and never done anything other than take off quick from the lights, and even in the Ute previously when we've, she's given a bit of a bootful. I've had to tell her to give it more. She's gone down on her very first day and come 0.3 off my time. So probably says that it's only a matter of time before she is quicker.
I feel like we got to.
And we've got Dang Dang says, hi, Mini Hoff.
what are you doing, Scott? You're laying down.
In your settings, you've got to have it turned on for auto rotate.
Yeah, what the?
Here's what it is. One of those guys.
I mean, that.
James Bayless says a 1957 Plymouth Fury Red.
There's his car. I like a 55 Chev. I think that might be the
Yeah.
50. I do like Blasphemy. Finnegan's Blasphemy. That thing's cool.
Blasphemy
That's a
is
cool
cool.
car.
Except for the manual.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
I mean, I argue that only because, like, when I had my Ute, my Hilux, it used to run 12.2 with the manual in it, and it felt. Then I didn't realize what it was. It was this shitty manual Ute that ran 12.2s, and then I put an auto in it, and it went 11.6 with the same setup, same everything, went 11.6.
Yep.
All I did was change the box over, and I swear to God, in the car, it felt like it dropped a second.
Yeah.
Like with the manual, because you're shifting gears so quick, it feels faster. As a driver, it feels faster.
Because there's so much more going on.
Like banging gears and stuff, it just feels. I don't know. I literally put the auto in it and I went, something's wrong with this. It's too slow. I'm going to go to the track and see what happens. And it went 11.6 straight up, and I was like, yep, that's just
anyone
me
ever
being an idiot.
driven a sequential?
I have driven a sequential.
What's that like?
Didn't quite have this. It's more the you're getting off the throttle and shifting gear that makes it feel fast, if that makes sense. Because everything's happening so quick. Like, because you, especially with that car, because there's a really short ratio box. So because you've got to consistently do something, it feels really fast.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had a long ratio box, it would feel slower. If that makes sense.
Scott, you done a sequential anywhere outside of the dyno?
Have I driven one? No.
Yeah, no. Would have had one on the dyno, though, surely.
The motorbike car will be the first one, I think.
Oh yeah, because that will be, yeah.
Hmm.
What do you think that's going to go like? What's your thoughts?
It'll actually be legit light. So without me in it, it'll be 700 kilos,
Right.
maybe. They'd probably go all right.
Yeah.
Not much of it.
How much does a Hayabusa weigh?
280 plus rider.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
I was going to say, because I know they're fairly heavy bikes, aren't they? In terms of
Big.
motorbikes.
It's a big bike, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
That's
be
pretty
interesting
awesome,
to see what it ends up at.
That'd be fun.
It's going to be different.
I think it'll be fun.
You had
It'd be a
the
cool project. It'd be a cool build.
you had the Mini in there with it had an R1 motor or something in it, didn't it, Mini?
Yeah, that was fun to drive. It was really, really, really tall first gear, and then not a lot between first and sixth.
Yeah,
But fast.
it was
Fast
pretty
for a
quick.
Mini.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean, it's not the fastest way to build a car. It's just something different. Fun to do.
Hmm.
11,000 revs seems pretty cool on the street for a car.
We'll just have a look at the comments. What we got there, Tyler? We got
Yeah, just more people talking about the Dream car. Darren Davidson says 56/57 Nomad wagon, right hook blown. Yeah says he's building a Sherpa on roids.
You've got a couple other cars in your list that you want. The C10's one for you.
Yeah, the C10. I'd like a C10, but with like a JZ in it instead of doing a big block or something.
JZ and a C10.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Instead of like a big
I mean,
block
like I'm
on your
down to
race or
help it
something.
happen, but it's
That's another one of those cars that are cool until you drive one.
Yeah, the C10.
Yeah,
They're not the big
they're not-
boat.
they're not fun to drive like the XY.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've driven a
I
couple.
would imagine.
Even with like a small block in them, they're still quite boaty.
So have you made a decision about what you're doing with the Skyline yet, Tom?
Yeah, I made a decision. It's just I need money for it. Money
Okay.
for that decision.
Which way is it going?
Oh, it's going to get a JZ motor in it.
It's going 2J?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, after talking to the guy out at the track, he had a 32 with a JZ in it, and after talking to him, it seems like the best way to go. He also had a friend who had built an RB
Yep.
for his, and he said after building the RB and seeing what his friend did with the JZ, he wished he did a JZ in his instead.
If you do go JZ, there's only one suggestion I would have, and that would be to try and get one now.
Because they're going to be
Yeah.
too dear, right? And there's
The
not that
prices
many
are
around.
getting ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Tyler's problem is he's got to wait till he's got money, and then by the time he's got money, he won't have enough money.
Race car life, right? That's
Yeah,
literally
by the time I
race
can
car
afford a
life.
JZ at the price now, they'll have doubled.
Yeah, they will be. They will be. So there's not many.
Like
They're starting to get hard to get, right?
The motor that's in Jake's car, VVTi non-turbo 2J, they were worth nothing. No one wanted them.
Yep.
Now they're thousands of dollars.
How many you got, Hoff?
Yeah. They were-
Say what?
I said, how many have you got?
4
Two J's sitting around?
Yeah.
4?
built ones.
4. How many have you got that don't already have a purpose?
I got a couple of 1Js, a couple of 2Js in parts, and I got 3 built ones. 4 built ones. One's a 1.5J.
Yeah. There's your option, Tyler. You better start locking a price now and start paying him off.
Better get to
But he
flip
won't-
an exhaust next
Of
week.
course,
and start kissing ass.
Hoff also won't sell them because he has no intention of parting with them either. Would that be right?
No, why would you?
There you go.
Exactly.
He's got a Corolla wagon to put one in.
No, I'm going to put 7K in.
7K?
7K.
There you go. There's some content. You heard it there early.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to budget and do 3K, and then I'm running a 3K on the dyno and see what it does. Then put a 7K in it or a 5K or something.
I reckon. How are we going in the chat, Tyler? We've still got a few people here.
Yeah, we got 73 people here at the moment.
73 people here. I reckon if we get a couple more $5 donos drop in, we'll give away another shirt. We might give away a Hoff shirt. We've got to buy it off Hoff. So,
I actually seen Dolby's JZ stash. It's a lot bigger than mine.
he's got a few there. I bet he does.
He does have a lot.
He
He
does.
has a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah. They're all 1Js too, aren't they?
Mostly 1Js, yeah.
Yeah.
He does like the 1J.
Why the want for a 1J over a 2J?
This is what he knows, I guess.
Yep.
Actually, the 1J stock, I would argue, is stronger than the 2J.
I was
Really?
going to say the rod ratio makes it better.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
shorter rod too, I think.
Mm. I remember him telling me years ago it was something about the short rod makes it better to rev and stuff like that.
Well, it's harder to bend a short rod, so I think stock for stock, the 1J would take more punishment than the 2J.
Less side load on the piston as well, though, wouldn't there be? In a short
Yep.
rod.
Yeah.
I did see him because he's local to me now, where we are. So I did see him the other day, and he was
Yeah, I went and had a look at his house the other day, or his shed. There's no house there yet.
pretty impressive.
It's pretty cool.
He was cruising around in his in that Toyota LS Beaver Tail truck. that he did have for sale.
Is it LS? I thought it was 2J.
No, he swapped it out to an LS.
Oh, right.
2J came out of it, put an LS in it, but it's the same truck.
Yeah.
Same truck, but now has an LS1 in it. It was for sale for like 38, and I watched it for a while ago, and I wish I had 38. And but I did see him in it the other day. I think it is, and he said, "Oh no, he couldn't sell it. Couldn't sell it." He said, He said everyone was a bit frightened of it. And I said, I could be keen soon. And he said, I think I'm going to keep it now. So,
like I said, 38 when he was trying to sell it seemed stupid, but 38 now seems cheap.
Yeah. Oh, look, I was watching it then, thought it was all right. Like, for what it is, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We only got 16 likes, Johnny.
The hard thing about selling something is trying to sell something for any kind of dollars that people would understand.
Yep.
The amount of dollars that would go into something like that.
I can't read that. What is it? I couldn't read it. Can you read that, Tyler?
No, I couldn't see it.
Try again. Put the message up again. I missed it.
Is Hoffman having a potty break?
Must be. He must be.
Reaper Lux says, stay RB, build it right, build glide, she will rock it. I'd like to, but after talking to many, many people about the options and how much it would actually cost me to build a 1,000 horsepower RB that would be reliable, it was just way too much money for what I could put a JZ in it and build that to go 1,000 horsepower. I would spend a lot less. Even counting in things like fab cost and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah, 1,000 horsepower seems to be a JZ jam, doesn't it? Like 2J, 1J, 1,000 horsepower JZ is just not a. It's not a thing. Like Scott will tune probably 2 a week, I would imagine. Like it would just be, yeah.
Yeah.
Off said he'll give you a
The
10%
JZs.
discount on fab work. For you. Is that right, Hoff?
Missed that. What was that?
I said you said you'd give Tyler a 10% discount on all fab work if he puts a 2J in the Skyline.
Oh, 30%.
Oh, look, there you go. Hey, you can't knock that back.
Keep
Can't
talking,
knock
Tyler. It
that
might become free.
back. How good's that? And
It was like a 40% extra surcharge for the RB though.
and you're farming out Dave's work, right?
Oh, shit, that's expensive.
Someone, I think Johnny just mentioned there that we got like 70 people in the chat and only 16 likes. Are we that unlikable? Hey?
Jeez.
So this is
Only
what happens
16.
when so YouTube took away dislike. So now we just don't get very many likes, hey?
Do they take away dislike?
Did they get rid of the dislike?
Yeah.
So you can still dislike it, but the only people who can see it is the creator. No,
Oh.
people viewing your video can't actually see that there's any dislikes on it now.
Yeah, but
Bit soft.
you get to know that people still dislike your video.
Fair.
Maybe I'm just going to start disliking videos now just to...
It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't affect normal creators that much, but people who do tutorials and how-to videos, I think not having visible dislikes is actually a disadvantage there because you can't just click on a how-to and go, oh, this one's got really bad dislike ratio. This is shit.
Yeah,
And you just go to the next one. It's like reviews. If you could only see positive reviews, how many bad
shit.
experiences would you get?
How much shit would you end up buying? But yeah, I do. I check out reviews a lot these days.
51 likes.
51 likes. Oh, it's up.
51.
It's going up. It's going up.
Good
Wait a
job,
second.
Dave.
Here we
That's
go.
all right.
I'll go
Did you like it, Scott? Or did you dislike it?
But I disliked it at the same time.
I couldn't decide.
It's okay. It's okay. Only Dave and Tyler can see that.
Well, I don't know. How does that work now? Because previously, dislikes used to give you just the same like interaction on a video as what a like did, right?
I think they still do.
They still do?
Yeah.
So basically, as
Far
long
I
as
know. But
someone's
the
long as
biggest one
someone's
is
interacting
comments.
As long
with
as
your
someone
video,
watches it.
yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if they like it or dislike it. If they're interacting with it, it helps you.
The biggest one is comments, though. If people leave a comment on your video, negative or positive comment,
Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Comments
it's
are
a
comment.
comment's a comment.
Oh, you know.
End of the day, that's the best thing for
Does
you.
it work the same on lives? Does it work the same on lives? Like
I
if
don't
someone comments
think-
in the chat, does it?
I'm not sure on about chat. I think it's just how many viewers you have. It sort of like pushes you up the YouTube live stream thing.
Yeah, YouTube
You
will
get
start
promoted-
farming you
get
out to
promoted
people's
higher.
home screens or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have like a really low viewer count, like if you have like 2 or 3, you'll be down the bottom versus someone who has 100. It's sort
Yeah,
it
I'm
doesn't
with
let you sort the other way, I don't think.
Yeah, we're going to do some more live streams in the year ahead, talking about, a year that's just gone and the year we got ahead. So we've, for us, I'm pretty happy with how our year panned out. I think we improved our live stream quality tenfold this year, and with the drag events. And I think, that's probably our main niche and where we'll head across the next few years. We'll just really concentrate on quality live streams and improving that equipment and keep doing that. And next year we've got multiple streams with Kenda. We've got Jamboree lined up. We've got the new Coralbin.
Yep. We've got the road trips again as well.
Road trips, there'll be more road trips. We'll see what else comes out of Addictive Events. I think you can expect a pretty impressive year in 2022 from the guys at Addictive Events, or what they might bring, some different type of events.
I think we're all excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, look,
They're a cool event.
it's just good fun, right? You get out there and you have your own fun, you make your own fun.
Absolutely.
It's not too
hats off to
serious.
Mick and, hats off to Mick and all the people who create it and help it go along, because it's an amazing event. Like,
There was
the
some
fact
people
that-
really late at night starting their cars up and carrying on, I didn't.
Oh, there was a couple of idiots doing that stuff.
Yeah. Did you hear them, Scott?
But I mean,
You can't hear anything.
Yeah, he's not even listening. No, he probably can't hear anything because that side pipe's too loud in his ear. But like, I had just as much fun racing Civic as I would have the Lexus or anything else. Like, it doesn't matter how fast your car is; everyone's out there having a ball. So that's, it's a cool event. Definitely a cool event for that. And everyone we bring along as spectators or as crew or whatever, every single year they're all like, "We're coming back next year," because it's such a cool event. So highly recommended.
Don in the chat says, "Do I need to have a roll cage in my RX-8 to race it?" You don't, unless you run faster than a 10.5. Is it 10.50 or something?
10.5 or
I don't think it is.
at road trip it's 6:37, I believe.
Yeah.
To the 8th mile, because we race 8th mile. So
Without a
I believe,
cage.
Mick runs the classes at 6:50 and above, because 6:50 gives you a buffer zone between 6:50 and 7:30,
So not
6:37
not too
before you get
close.
kicked.
Yep.
So you can go all the way down to 6:37 to the 8th.
Live stream quality
Which is
from
quick.
Gary
Which is quick.
Sparkplug has gone next level. And thanks to Brad, because he does a lot of that as well. So he's always on the camera. Brendan South says live stream last weekend was awesome. That place is a great venue. Not great for spectating, no, but the stream showed the action. So it is a bit hard there because you can't get up the side of the track as a spectator.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're there, you can still use the stream as well. So
I think they're planning on putting a screen in.
we talked to
for
them
the
about
future
putting some
events,
big
so-
screens for future events for that one. So we'll see what they bring next year, but they're going to bring some more events. And, we look forward to that. And it
And
probably
again,
wasn't
that's the
our
other
best
cool thing
stream.
about addictive events is that Mick will put if we have a suggestion, Mick will actually try and make it happen.
He does
Like,
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
does
just
listen.
falling on deaf ears. You turn around and say, like we've said for the last 2 years, hey, it's really hot in December. Like, and he's got one in May. So, yeah, everyone's on board.
Yeah, having one in the middle of the year is going to be really good. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah,
Especially those
I'm
cool
also
ones.
pretty excited for the mid-year one too.
James.
Fingers crossed Warwick's back up and going, because that's the highlight of the event, going up to
Yeah.
Warwick for the Saturday.
Some
Yeah,
more track diversity would be really good.
It was good. We had a lot of fun. We had a few drinks. We had a bit of fun. James has just dropped a massive donation. We've got to give away some shirts now.
And we didn't get an alert for it earlier, but Brad's
So did
dropped us
Brad.
$50 as well, which is Gary Sparkplug in the chat.
As in
James
other
has
days.
dropped us $100.
So we got to give away
Gary, John.
Gary, other Dave, Gary, yeah.
Gary, John. Yeah, I was out with him on the weekend, and I think Mick said, "Oh, John." He's calling him John. That was funny. Brad, Gary, John. Hoff, can we give away one of your shirts, mate? You happy with the rest?
Yeah, go for it.
So-
Give away 10 of them. I don't care.
It's like you got to print them.
Righty. So the new keyword is nugget. Type nugget in the chat, and you'll enter the giveaway.
We'll give away an OG, an OG Nugget shirt.
Yep.
The OG.
Adam Edwards says some shade in the staging lanes at Willowbank would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
I think
You're not wrong.
we've got to wait and see what happens there. I think, we just don't know where Willowbank will go. We got QR now. I've got some stuff happening.
And the upgrades at QR look awesome.
That
Like,
might rub off, right?
again,
Like,
If
We
you
hope so.
afford.
We all hope so.
yeah, and then we'll see what happens with Warwick. But yeah, Coralban was a different live stream for us because we were live streaming out of a campsite off a generator with an antenna on a trailer to boost 4G signal. Like it worked pretty well. There you go. I think chat's getting filled up with nuggets here.
Yep.
Lots
Scott.
of nuggets everywhere.
Looks like Scott's garage.
Full of nuggets.
Actually, the K fingers over there.
Maddie Crick
Probably would
dropped
start.
$8 and says 10 more shirts. Hoff said.
Trev says, "Plug it." The Plug It Garage. Wait, need a couple of big sponsors to get on board. That'll motivate you for next year. Off. They throw some parts at you, eh? An engine
I don't
sponsor
need
or something.
fun, I just need motivation.
Yeah. Well, Tyler comes in with his open checkbook and his plans for 2J and a Skyline with 30% discount. But he can't afford a 2J, so he's going to talk to Dane, and Dane will hook him up with a 3.8.
The old 3.8 litres of fury.
That'll get some comments, Tyler. If you put a 3.8 litre in a Skyline, I guarantee you that'll send the comment section on fire.
That'd hurt
I
some
reckon what we
fury.
should do is drop Tyler's car off at Hoff's with no engine in it and tell him it's getting the 1J and then actually put a 3.8 in it and just see his reaction. Film the reaction video.
He picks it up. Sorry, you didn't have enough money. But we still hooked you up with something.
Your wish list was this and your budget was this. So we gave you this.
Technically, it'd be faster than 24 with a manual.
He might take it on the strip and still be happy, so. All right, Tyler, how we going? Are we ready to give away?
I'm going to roll it now.
Spinning.
Mad Cow Mark.
Mad Cow Mark, MCM. The other MCM.
It is Scott Hoffman time.
You get 10 shirts.
Let's go off with time.
Gary says Mang swapped Skyline would set the world on fire.
He would set the world on something and it's not sure if it's fire.
You've remembered, Tyler, you remembered to write down who's winning the prizes tonight.
Yes. No, I didn't write them down. I just trust them to send us an email.
7 MGU. Would be good.
Bold move.
Oh well,
Look, if we did it, if we could make enough money off the monetization so that I could then put a 2J in it.
we'll get there one day. We need a lot more events
One
next
day.
year. But so we got Coralbin, we got road trip. We've got a fair bit. We should be going to Sydney as well for a few events as well. To live stream some stuff down in Sydney.
We might have the OTL Nats if we ever get around to booking a date.
We
Are you doing Sydney Jamboree?
yeah.
Yep.
I'm thinking about going down for that.
Yeah, we look good for that.
Yeah, Jake and I are thinking about trying to do it in our thing, or we'll do it in his Crusader in this. So if Jake's Crusader's ready, we'll try doing both. Take them both down.
I just want somebody to tow it. I hate the towing part. It shits me.
It's a long drive, but
No, we know someone who drive
But
down there
Sydney-
and tow stuff. He likes to drive.
Brad,
Yeah.
Tom,
Sydney is a cool facility.
Greg,
Sydney's
Gary.
a cool facility, that's for sure.
hit him up. He'll do it for you, Hoff.
Next
There's
level
that.
says fire would definitely be involved.
We, I was going to say.
Brad,
we could
Brad
probably
will
get the
drive
car
down.
there, but
Brad will definitely drive down. We've got to get all our gear there anyway. So we got a few bags and
I was going
bits
to
and
say,
pieces to go.
we could probably, if you talk to like Scott after he messaged me, we probably could try to get your car down there, but getting tools in there and stuff could be a bit tricky.
I don't need no tools, mate. 3 hours.
Don't say that because I own one. You need tools.
You just need a
right?
hammer. That's just a hammer and a dolly. You knock that out.
Pretty much.
I can show you under the bonnet. There's nothing under there.
Well, it's not a 3 hours head then, is it?
This car is as close to 2J as 3 hours ahead.
Buff
Bluetooth.
it out.
It's a Bluetooth Lexus now.
Actually, there is a 3 hours ahead next to it, to be fair. It's not mine.
I don't have my double jab anyway, so I've got to wait for that blowover.
Oh,
Come
we can't
back.
go there.
I'm waiting for Scott to drop out shortly because he won't have 5G.
That's why your screen won't turn.
I couldn't even get food at the rail. They like put me through like a little window with the other with the people.
Oh, funny. We got we give away a CO2 the world shirt as well, Dane.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. If anyone wants one. I don't think they'll get it though.
They mightn't get the joke. That's been the challenge for you, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How many times have you been
But I
asked
guess
that?
I guess that goes with the shirt though.
That was your whole plan, though, wasn't
Pretty much, yeah.
it?
Well, the new keyword for this one is mang, so we'll see how many mangs we can get in the chat.
You got to just read it. Mang, 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 mang.
You need to do that text
just read
speech thing again so that the mangs just come through.
Actually, you had a pretty
Just
good run at
reading
road trip, Dane.
Pardon?
You had a pretty good run at road trip. You had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was great. It was my first one, and no, I'll definitely be doing it again. Even though it was riddled with a few complications, but it was a fresh setup, and I was expecting it to be, somewhat fucky. So,
You still got some good times in that, though, right?
yeah. Well, I was only off by first, second, and third by I think it was like a tenth of a second or less.
Yep.
So, I really can't complain with the way the car performed, even with all the issues that it had. The biggest one was my own stupidity, though. If I'd remembered to turn the bottle on the first day, I probably would have been a lot more competitive.
Not the first to do that one.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at the logs going, the fucking nitrous is on. Why won't it leave? And then I went to turn it off for the day after doing my last pass, and it was already off. I went, oh, shit.
Wasn't on.
It wasn't on.
That is classic.
That'll explain it.
Yeah. But you got a bit of rebuild happening now, though, eh?
Yeah. So hopefully I can get the converter in it and, like I said, crank the boost up and run a bit faster. I've got some other bits and pieces going in the background, but that's a bit of secret squirrel stuff at the moment. I'm not going to reveal too much about that, but it's probably going to hurt some more feelings.
Yep. that's what it does, and that's what you're after, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. It does hurt some feelings.
There is a lot of mangs in the chat.
There's a lot of mangs in the chat, and I will say, if you're not subscribed to all the channels you've been watching tonight, as you've been sitting here, make sure that you do. You got to get over, subscribe to Nugget Garage, Jake and Friends, as well. That's more questions.
You're just subscribing to and Friends here.
Just the N Friends.
And
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, just
weren't-
the N Friends.
Look
But
at Jake.
We weren't quite good enough for Jake tonight.
yeah, so subscribe to Jake and Friends, but then comment on their videos that you prefer just the Friends.
Yeah, just,
Nick's on the water.
Corn-fed Boost as well. Get over and check out Corn-fed Boost if you're not already. Everyone's probably already on the sort.
Sorry.
And also Matty Lloyd, Junga Bunga as well. Get on to Matty's.
Happy Scott.
There you go.
All right, we'll roll this one off. We'll see who takes the win. Brendan Bennett.
Brendan Bennett. G'day, mate.
It is Christmas.
It is Christmas. I've still got to work tomorrow. Tolly, you work tomorrow?
Yep.
Yep. Dane's working tomorrow. We had that before.
Yeah.
Nick?
Work in the morning.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to do. I'll get that done. I've got a couple of jobs I need to get done tomorrow, and then pretty much it. Cruise around.
Few mobile roadworthies to do.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate. Would never.
I
I got a couple.
You're not the mobile roadworthy guy anymore. Yeah. And,
now, yeah.
and Scott, he's just putting the feet up out by the pool, mate. For you?
Probably, but the reality is I've got to mow the lawn.
You should have done it today. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow.
Yeah, I did half of it today.
I
Well, it
actually,
means if it's raining tomorrow, he can't do it tomorrow, so he can put his feet up by the pool.
I enjoy mowing the lawn now. Yeah. Now that I've got a ride on and got the zero turn thing going on.
The ride on.
Yeah.
That's the secret, isn't it?
It is zero turn. The Hustler, the big 54-inch. She's a goer. And Brad was here on the weekend. He's like, "Oh, do you want a hand?" Because he knew I needed to do the lawn. Oh, I'll give you a hand. I'll do some edges and stuff. I'm like, nah, mate, nah. He's like, well, I'll jump on the ride on. I'm like, no, it's all good. You can do the edges. So, I'm like, I want to do the ride on. I couldn't let him. I love it. It's good fun. Yeah, push mower though. It's a different story. But
It's manual labor. Manual labor is the problem.
the ride on is good. Although the zero turn
When
just
manual
has you
labor's
out there,
involved.
like, because you're out there like this, just getting absolutely caked in the sunburn. But
Yeah.
as long as you prep for that, but it is good fun. I do enjoy it. I just run it flat out too. So
Naturally.
You need a cup holder on it so you can have some mangoes there with you while you go.
well, it does have a cup holder, but because I'm going so quick, it just bounces. And I stop. I go, I'll just get a drink, and I'm like, oh,
This is fucking empty.
where'd it go?
I was gonna say all I'm hearing is you got to drink faster.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
not drinking fast enough.
I have mastered how I can do the zero turn with one hand so that I can hold the beer as well. You've got to hold the beer. The cup holder's no good. It just spills it out. Then you got to wash your mower.
Sister Bluebirds dropped us $5. Says Dave Tyler and especially Sally, thank you for the awesome Johnny Skid Pig shirt and getting the shirt and OTL mask to Roy in time for Christmas.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Matty Crick says, does it do burnouts, Dave, like Alice Cox? I don't know if you caught that part of the live stream.
I did. Yeah, we could definitely skid the zero turn. It drifts as well.
Put some
You've
weights
got
on
to
the back and do a wheelie.
yeah. If you come downhill, it drifts. So and rips up your lawn. So there's like, it's like, do I just rip the crap out of the lawn and drive the mower like that? Which is usually what I do.
I was going to say, was that like the first time you found that out, you shit yourself? You're like, oh god.
Yeah, you're sort of like, whoa, what's going on? And then you're like, every time you're like, I'll just throw it in.
You're looking around like, I look pretty cool doing that.
Yeah. And then you look at your lawn afterwards, you're like, oh shit, I ripped it all up. That was silly.
turn around to Sally. You're like, come watch what I'm doing. Look, check this out.
So true. Oh,
Don says, I can see you and your missus racing on zero-turn mowers.
we would definitely do that. Yeah. I think Sally enjoys it. You haven't had a go on it yet, Tyler.
No, I haven't.
I'm going to film that, actually. Because you've never driven a zero-turn mower. I think we'll film that for everybody. We'll put you on it, and you have to go just flat out, straight up. That's the challenge. It's just like full revs,
Go down drift corner.
Yeah, yeah, straight away. Just like, all right, go. You learn flat out and just see how it goes.
I was going to say, you watch you be cruising down there and then you realise all the ripped up grass and go, oh, he stitched me up.
Yeah. At first, they're a little sort of like take a little bit to get used to, but it doesn't take long. But yeah,
I'll work it out.
we'll film that. Chris,
I better get going, fellas.
I think it's probably that time. So we got there's no what's on this week because you're all spending time with your family and doing Christmas.
What's on Christmas Day?
Christmas Day, unwrapping car parts. That's what we're all going to do.
Oh, what?
And
Did you buy
Not
me
like
like a
you guys,
JZ
my
for
family
Christmas?
does not approve of what I do.
Scott's got a JZ for you for Christmas. Dane's got you a
He's got to
mag.
unwrap his Corolla.
Yeah, someone said before that the Corolla panel van's going to take a hell of a lot of wrapping paper. I saw that in the comments.
Pretty rough.
But that's it, guys. Please make sure you go and like everyone's channel. Watch some content over the Christmas break where you got some time off. Go and have a look at a few videos. Maybe go and buy some merch. If you didn't win a shirt tonight, you can buy some merch off these guys. You know, one day Jake and friends will get his act together and get some shirts out.
Jake about doing that. He looked at my shirt and he goes, "Oh, you got the first Jake and friend shirt." And I'm like, "That's a problem for you, idiot."
Because he's like, "Oh, I'm going to do a Jake and friends shirt," and then he just doesn't. He's like, "Oh yeah," and then doesn't come back to you. What do you? He's like, "Send me the design. What do you think of the design?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." And then that was the end of that.
Yeah. Well, he looked at this shirt. And he's like, "Oh, that looks so cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, get one made up." He's like, "I'll get there." Like,
Typical
come
Jake.
on, they look cool. Like, Jake,
classic.
Jake being Jake.
But get around, please, guys, and support everyone. Enjoy your Christmas, and you don't have to buy merch or do anything. Just like and subscribe and watch videos, and these guys will keep making videos for us all, and we'll do some cool shit in the new year. That's
Absolutely.
what I reckon.
2022 is going to be a big year.
I don't know about you guys, but those eye loads on dirt sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually think that
I'm down.
there could be something here. We could see what is born out of this. I think there could be an idea.
Yep.
Auction
Definitely.
challenge or something like that.
Embarrassingly, I've actually been looking at eye lights. Been looking at a lot of vans lately, but
Rear wheel drive.
Yep.
When you think front engine rear wheel drive, I mean, anything under $5,000 at this point is pretty good. So
that's a way to
will
go.
work.
Way to go.
Yeah, next door got 3 for $3,000.
Shit.
Where do they get them from? Auctions?
Auction. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the guy. I think.
They're using delivery vehicles, so they're not totally screwed.
Yeah, they've had some service life.
Well, I mean, not until we get a hold of them anyway.
Well, that'd be funny.
We could definitely roll one.
Yeah, you can definitely roll.
The fun part's going to be strapping someone in the back of it. Like, imagine, Jake gets motion sickness.
Yeah,
It'd be funny strapping him in the back of it and taking him around the dirt road and watching
The
him
GoPro
pop
bloody
everywhere.
on him. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this shit.
I'm down.
This is great. Tyler's broke the camera.
Press the wrong button. There we go.
Whoops.
It's back.
We just broke for lunch on the eliminations coming shortly, but no, Tyler's fixed that. All right, guys, thanks for joining us for Christmas. Thanks for having a beer with us tonight and a drink, and
Thanks for having us.
have a Merry Christmas. And thank you to all everyone that's watched us this year. And I can't thank you guys enough for being here. So the reason we do what we do. Hey, comments, likes, all that is why we keep going.
Yep, 100%.
So keep it up, and we'll see you all in the new year. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay in that
Thanks,
right
guys,
lane.
everyone.
Guess I'm the last one left.
Yeah. And
It's just us.
We're just us.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Minnie Hoff says Merry Christmas.
Good stuff. Well, I hope is that it?
Yeah, that's it. So we were going to have a quiz, but I just realised that I don't actually have Discord set up on this computer.
So we can't do it.
Yeah, but because we had so many wonderful and awesome donators tonight, I reckon we just give a prize to both quiz entrants.
Yep.
For being awesome and actually entering the quiz.
Well,
So that's what you missed out on if you didn't enter the quiz in Discord. I can still go through the quiz questions and people can have a go at them in chat if they want.
Yep. Otherwise, our quiz entries, you guys both get a prize.
It's John
tonight.
Lee and Yana, yeah.
So
Because it was going to be a prize for whoever won the quiz, but instead of that, I'll do a prize for both.
awesome. And Tyler will run you through some questions, guys, and we'll see how you go in the chat, and you'll have to score yourself. But Tyler looks up the Google Drive.
Yep. This is where I stored it this week. Just got to sign into the right one because I'm not logged into your email.
Oh, can't miss IT. I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. Something a little bit different, a little bit of a different live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great having a chat with the guys and having everyone on.
It was. It certainly was.
So here's your quiz questions. If you've been watching.
Yeah, if you've been watching the last 3 weeks of road trip videos, then you'll be able to answer these quite easily because they're pretty easy questions. Question number 1 for everyone in the chat. Whose car and gazebo did we do the intro of day 1 road trip in front of? Now
I might know that.
yeah, you might know it because you can also read the answer. But
And I did the intro.
yes, you did. You had the idea as well. It was your idea. Yep.
So
Enjoyed what I caught, says Yana, yeah.
thanks, mate.
James says France. Shane Sermon says the Rocket Lane.
Give away the answer. The answer was, I think I said,
We had someone, Shane type skid.
yeah, there was I think I said, welcome back to the Skid Factory. This
Yep.
week we swap in a new YouTuber, a
Y-
bearded
another
YouTuber.
Another bearded YouTuber. Yeah, no, yeah, onto it. Skid Factory. Yeah, that's correct. And it was Al's Forvey.
There you go.
Question number 2. How many times did Mum drag race before the road trip drag challenge? Was it A, twice, B, none, or C, 1?
I might have mentioned that tonight on the show.
Oh, well, actually, quite a few of the answers, if you've been listening to tonight's show, you'll be able to get them. Marf off wheel for old times. We can do that.
Well, I'll give away the answer, Tyler. That was their very first time.
It was indeed her very first time. Let me see if I can get this to actually show the whole wheel on the screen.
Not quite working.
No, I've got like a...
You got to try and fit it into the window.
Yeah, I've got...
Can you
It's
shrink-
because it's cropped window.
Can you shrink it off the corner?
Yeah, here we go.
That'll be enough. How about question number 3?
I've got to
Tyler?
actually... I just realised I did all that, and now I've got to actually resize it so that I can put Marf off on here.
Oh. Can we do question 3 as well?
Yeah, you can read off question 3 while I'm going if you want. I'll change back to that one.
Question 3 for everyone was what happened during Tyler's first run of day 1? So, what happened to Tyler during his
We'll
first
spin this
run?
off.
Off all the way.
Hoff takes the dub there. Well done, Hoff.
What happened, Tyler? What happened on your first day?
Well, for me, Without logs, this is just going full guess mode here because I'm assuming this is what happened. Because the launch control, when I set it up, I set it for 15 kilometers per hour, which is actually what the base Haltech sets it for.
Yep.
And I didn't change that. And what I think's happened is it didn't lose traction, so it didn't get any wheel speed, and it didn't launch off, so I didn't get any speed. So it didn't deactivate launch control. I stayed in like
more than 15.
I stayed in like a launch control mode, and then as it slowly rolled forwards, all of a sudden I picked up enough speed. But there was also probably just a fault in my launch control setup, being not over an entire RPM table or anything like that, and just being one. Like it had this much timing retard and this much extra fuel enrichment.
Okay.
Over the entire thing. There was no like by RPM or anything like that, which it probably should have been. It is now. So I want to give it another go at some point.
Oh, you've been in and had a bit of more of a play around.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll give it another go and try again. It probably would have been a good thing to re-enable on the third day with the radials on the car.
True. All right. Well, what was the gap between Sally and Dave on day one?
Was it A, 0.026, B, 0.041, or C, 0.004?
So I think we can enter it now, but I think it was probably as low as A.
Yes. It was.
There you go.
Yeah,
Accurate. I knew it was about 0.3, so.
Yeah, 0.026. We did mention it earlier in the show.
That's the next one. You're trying to read that? So
I was just trying to read the comments there. James Bayless was onto it, launch control.
Yep.
A couple of people putting in chat C.
See, they were going from the 4.004.
0.004.
She was even closer.
James went on A. Question number 5. The driving challenge in day 2 headed to where? Merry Christmas, Trev. Thanks for dropping in.
Thanks, trackside.
See you later, Reaper Lux. Merry Christmas. Thanks for dropping in as well.
Might have headed out to the butcher's, mate.
Yes, the Schultz Meat Tavern at Plainlands.
That's the one.
Question number 6. What did Dave do twice in the DYO challenge?
I did mention that earlier too, didn't I?
Yes.
I've got a good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at giving away the answers.
But
during the night.
That's through the night's fine as long as we're not in the quiz.
I did straight up both runs red light.
Yeah. It was the cherry Christmas, as someone said earlier.
Yes.
Question number 7. I PB'd on day 2 with what time? Was it A, an 8674, B, an 8302, or C, an 8415?
On day 2.
Mm-hmm. I PB'd twice on day 2, actually. I'm looking for the highest PB, which was an 8302, so B.
I was going to say B, yep.
Yeah, it was B. 8302 was the PB there. Question number 8. Who gave me a set of radials on day 3?
Well, they may have been here just before.
Yes, part of the crew. It was Jake and friends. Jake had some used radials off the Crusader, and Aaron bought some AU Falcon wheels to go on Stephen Badbury, if you watch their road trip.
Yep.
But they didn't actually fit. So they put them on the Falcon and then dropped it on the ground, and it didn't roll anywhere because they hit the brakes. Brendan Wheatley's all over it. Shane Sermon says mustache.
Mustache, you a question.
Question number 9. I PB'd again on day 3 with what time? Was it an A, 8223, B, 8294, or C, an 8261? It's like, would have done all right with the quiz tonight.
He was all over it. Day 3, they were all very close. It was definitely an 8-2. I remember it being an 8-2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's definitely an 8-2. All the answers start with 8-2. Thanks.
A?
Yes, it was A. 8223 was the best time we got there. I PB'd twice. One was an 8261, which is the other time that's there. And then directly after that run, I got an 8.223. So I was trying to chase the 7. And in chasing the 7, we hit like 90-degree coolant temp and was just lapping the car around. Had a lot of fun though.
And
I think I had a lot of fun just coming around and doing a burnout every time.
yeah, yes. What car did you show on the outro of day 3 when Mum mentioned about doing a road trip in her new car next year?
Was it A, a Mini, B, the HJ, or C, a Nissan Cube? Cheers, Don. Thanks for tuning in.
Right, Don. Right.
You know, Yaz all over it.
He's all over it.
Danger to the manifold, says James.
Yes. Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
no, yep. It was the Cube. You are correct.
It was the Cube. So, Salomatic on Instagram. She wants to see all of the pictures of Nissan Cubes that she can. She's a big fan of Nissan Cubes.
Yep.
We may be lying, and she may not be a fan of Nissan Cubes, but for sure, jump on her Instagram.
Send her heaps of Nissan Cubes.
Salomatic.
You got to convince her.
And
Woody was talking about building a Nissan Cube earlier on the
He
Skip Factory.
was. They were.
Yep.
They were talking about Nissan Cube. I thought that was hilarious. So, so yeah, send Instagram Salomatic Nissan Cubes, and that'll be a great way to end the show tonight, Tyler.
It certainly will.
Thank you again, everyone. Stuck around a little bit longer, and thanks to those on the show tonight. Thanks to all our members.
Yep.
You guys.
Here we go. Thanks to all our members. Here, I can put them up on the screen right now as we're talking about it.
You guys help fund everything, and all the equipment and everything for the live streams, and we really appreciate that everything you guys have done for us throughout the year, and we hope to bring you some more content and some more value for everything in the next year in 2022.
But, thanks for watching, everyone.
In the meantime, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy this time of year.
And a Happy New Year. We won't be doing a live show. Our videos will still continue, so you'll still be able to catch a OTL video on the Tuesdays, but our live streams will be taking a break for a couple of weeks.
We have
So keep your eyes out on Facebook, Discord, and maybe we can even add it as an event on the website for those who aren't on either of those for when our next live stream comes up. So you can just check overtakinglane.com.au/events. That's another place to check as well if you're looking for something to do over this holiday period.
Back on the podcasts as well.
Yep. But the podcast will be on tonight, so thanks for everyone who listened to on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you're listening to it through the podcast as well. Hopefully you all enjoyed the guest show tonight for a little bit of a Christmas special. And thanks everyone who watched, tuned in, donated, subscribed, hit the members, hit like, anything. Just left us a comment in the chat.
If you want a prize, don't forget to send through that details.
Email. Yep, dave@overtakinglane.com.au or info@overtakinglane.com.au or tyler@overtakinglane.com.au. Send it to any of those three. It'll all come through to us, and then we'll get that sorted out for you and get that headed out your way.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and stay in that rocket lane.
Traveling through wasted time. Think of how I will rewrite every single song.